Sanibonani, Sibongile Initiating Insight with Sibongile on all things initiating insight. It's another day, another installment. We are grateful for life. We are grateful for the support, initiating insight. We are grateful for sharing the videos and overall being with us. Today, I would like us to talk about real image versus facade, a topic we tackled a few years ago. And I realized that things have not gotten better at all. If anything, they've gotten worse. Uzoqaphela ukuthi everything else is getting worse. Life is deteriorating. Kodwa-ke, for some of us, we believe ukuthi yazi we do understand that things will get worse before they get better. But while we understand that, let's work on getting that betterness once they've gotten worse. So, real image versus facade. One thing that has made things to get worse is social media. As much as I personally appreciate social media in the sense that it has made me connect with beautiful people, with great people, and it has given me knowledge I never had before, information I never had before. I appreciate that. However, for a person who does not know themselves, a person who does not understand themselves, it's very dangerous. Social media has brought about downfall of so many people in that it has brought about so much pressure to belong, pressure to identify, pressure to compete, and pressure to be involved in all sorts of manipulation as a person. Let me make examples. You find a person is on social media and one of the platforms that you know, and umuntu upostile a car or a house or whatever, and naye umuntu, they go and create a debt so that they can have this car, so that they can also post. They don't even know ukuthi lo omunye umuntu uyithole kanjani le moto, akazi ukuthi ubulela abantu abangakhi, akazi ukuthi mhlambe usebenza how many hours to actually earn the right to get this car. You don't know ukuthi umuntu makahlali behind closed doors what it is that they do. But because social media is such that we can display our lives, true or false, right or wrong, real or facades, it doesn't matter. As long as you see Sibongile and you think she's got all that and she's all that. And by the way, I am every woman. Who's your daddy? You don't know where that comes from. So there's no even a chance and an opportunity to question such and say, hey man, sister, grand wena mawuso so ukhuluma lezinto or ugqoka kanje or wenza certain things or unezinto ezithile uzithola kanjani? Uyabona? And in all honesty, we are so untruthful with one another. Even if we confront one another, we are so untruthful because there is this image we want to maintain. I cannot afford you thinking otherwise of me because now you find me in my real state. I must maintain that image. So whether I am giving you the real me or the fantasy me, it doesn't matter. People are not real anymore. And people don't want to get in touch with themselves. In one of the episodes we did, actually, we have touched in most of the episodes that we did, particularly with Say the Gang, and individually so. And even when we came together to say, it's easier to live in ignorance than face reality. It's easier to live in ignorance than to confront our real selves. It's easier to fake. It's easier to live a facade's life. It's easier to borrow somebody else's life than to actually live your own life, because we are not trained to be confrontational with ourselves. We are not trained to be honest, because even the education that we have received, I'm not just talking about education from school as we know it, behind the desk, but the education that we get from everywhere else, including, guess what? Social media. It's a false education. And so there's so much we need to do to unlearn the junk that we have consumed so long in our lives. It is difficult to unlearn. And I'm here today to say it is still possible to achieve the freedom of the mind. It is still possible to unlearn all the junk and get rid and detox of all the junk that we know. Trust me, you've got nothing to lose. But if you remain in this facade's life, if you remain carrying on with this facade, there's nowhere else that you're going other than a downward slope. Angangijaja. Yeah. I'm saying to you, it is so much easier to live a real life. I'll tell you why. Because you have no burdens to want to maintain something. Some of you lie so much all the time that you live to maintain this lie. Some of you even run away from people who actually trying to bring out the best in you, because you are so comfortable with a lie, because you are so comfortable with facade that you cannot bring yourself to being this better person. Real image versus facade. I choose real image because I am free like this. Because I am real. And there's nothing as beautiful as being real in your circumstances. There's nothing as beautiful as being real in who you are. Next, we will speak, when we speak about relationships, about how we should approach one another going forward, since we realize that when we meet one another, we meet with a facade and we leave the real image aside. And once we are confronted with the real image, woo, all hell breaks loose. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you then. Kodwa qhubeka ubheke phambili, dlala ujonge phambili. Akukho mntu ongathatha isiphiwo zelwe nazo. Qinisela uphumelele, dana sekhaya, dana sekhaya.